is a creature of legend. In an age of sorcery and savagery.
Well, what have we here?
Demons.
No!
And dragons. She may be the last unicorn.
All I want to know is if you've seen other unicorns like me somewhere in the world.
You can find the others if you are brave. They passed down all the roads long ago, and the Red Bull ran close behind them and covered their footprints.
Oh, I could never leave this forest. But I must know if I am the only unicorn left in the world.
The classic tale is now a classic animated adventure. Featuring the voices of Mia Farrow.
The spell was wrong, but there was true magic in it.
Alan Arkin.
My dear, you deserve the services of a great wizard, but I'm afraid you'll have to be glad of the aid of a second-rate pickpocket.
Jeff Bridges.
That is exactly what heroes are for.
It's you and me, Moth. Hand to hand to hand to hand.
Robert Klein. Christopher Lee.
I am King Haggard.
And the music of America.
It's the last unicorn.
A journey into the unknown.
What's that?
Go on!
A mystery full of wonders and a fantasy beyond imagining.
Not that one.
I want to know who she is.
Schmendrick the Light!
Magic, do as you will!
Look and see her, how she sparkles.
The last unicorn. The legend will live forever.
Welcome back to Between the Dice, where we dive into the magical realms of fantasy. Today we're journeying into one of the most beloved animated films of all time, a story that has touched the hearts of all who have experienced it with its haunting beauty. The Last Unicorn. Released in 1982, The Last Unicorn was an adaptation of the 1968 novel of the same name by Peter S Beagle. This film stands out not only for its enchanting story, but also for its unique animation style as befitting a Rankin and Bass animated film and unforgettable music. The voice cast of The Last Unicorn is nothing short of extraordinary, featuring a blend of established stars and promising talents of the time. The voice of the unicorn, also known as Lady Amalthea, was brought to life by Mia Farrow. Farrow's delicate, almost otherworldly voice perfectly encapsulates the innocence and sorrow of the last of her kind. Prince Lear, the noble yet love-stricken hero, was voiced by the talented Jeff Bridges, who brought a sense of earnestness and sincerity to the character, making him both endearing and relatable. The villainous and sinister Mommy Fortuna was voiced by the legendary Angela Lansbury. Her performance added a chilling layer to the character, making her one of the most memorable antagonists in animated film history. And we can't forget the formidable Christopher Lee as King Haggard. Lee's deep, commanding voice infused the character with a profound sense of melancholy and menace, making him a truly tragic villain. Schmendrick the Wizard, who provides both comic relief and heartfelt moments, was voiced by the incomparable Alan Arkin. Arkin's portrayal of Schmendrick is filled with nuance, capturing the character's awkwardness, vulnerability, and eventual growth. His performance brings warmth to the film, making Schmendrick one of the most beloved characters. Another noteworthy performance comes from the late René Auberjonois, who voiced the Guardian Skull in King Haggard's Castle. Auberjonois' ability to infuse the skull with both a sinister and darkly humorous tone made his brief appearance in the film unforgettable. His distinctive voice added a layer of complexity to what could have been a simple minor character, leaving a lasting impression on audiences. At its heart, The Last Unicorn is a tale of identity, loss, and the quest for belonging. The story follows the journey of a lone unicorn who, upon discovering that she might be the last of her kind, sets out to find others like her. Early in her journey, she meets a talking butterfly who, through riddles and songs, informs her that a creature known as the Red Bull has driven all the other unicorns to the ends of the earth. Along the way, the unicorn is joined by a bumbling yet good-hearted magician named Schmendrick, voiced by Alan Arkin, and a weary woman named Molly Grew, voiced by Tammy Grimes. Together, they face many challenges, including the dangerous lair of Mommy Fortuna and the ever-looming presence of the Red Bull. In a desperate attempt to save her from the Red Bull, Schmendrick transforms the unicorn into a human woman, Lady Amalthea. This transformation introduces a new conflict. Lady Amalthea begins to lose her sense of self, her memories of being a unicorn fading as she falls in love with Prince Lear. The climax of the film occurs in King Haggard's castle, where the final confrontation with the Red Bull takes place. Lady Amalthea must choose between living as a human with Prince Lear or reclaiming her true form to save her kind. In the end, her sacrifice leads to the freeing of the other unicorns, who emerge from the sea and drive the Red Bull into the water, freeing the world from his terror. Yet, even in victory, there is a bittersweet note. The unicorn, now back in her true form, returns to her forest but is forever changed by her experiences. She is the only unicorn to have known love and regret, and this sets her apart, even from her own kind. A significant part of what makes The Last Unicorn so unforgettable is its soundtrack, composed by Jimmy Webb and performed by the folk rock band America. The haunting title song, The Last Unicorn, captures the melancholy and hope of the unicorn's journey. Tracks like In the Sea and Man's Road evoke a sense of wonder and sadness, perfectly complementing the film's themes of loss and discovery. The music not only enhances the story, but also lingers with the audience long after the credits roll, becoming an intrinsic part of the film's identity. The Last Unicorn is more than just an animated film, it's a piece of art that resonates with viewers of all ages. Its exploration of themes like the loss of innocence, the passage of time, and the power of hope makes it a timeless classic. For those who have yet to experience The Last Unicorn, I encourage you to seek it out. It's a journey that will stay with you, much like it has stayed with countless fans, including myself, for decades. Thank you for joining me on this magical journey. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming dives into the worlds of fantasy and adventure. Until next time, this is Between the Dice, where the magic never ends.